A very good evening and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for your greatest support. Now, fellow Kenyans, I really think that ODM has got a lot of problems. Not just problem, but a lot of problems are escalating in ODM party, especially at this point, whereby everybody is thinking that they own the party. And as I normally say here, I said it and I'll keep on saying, that the father of ODM, the founder himself, died. And of course, after the death of a father in a family, three things normally happens. Either the family remains where the father left it, it goes back, it is drained, or the children misuse the properties, or the children make sure that they add more value to what their father left. Now, in this case, we are talking about ODM. Now, ODM, I told you here that ODM has got three groups. The first phase of the group is the group of Gladys Wanga, those who want to impress William Samoei Ruto. We have Gladys Wanga, James Opiyo Wandayi, John Mbadi, Alias Sanjo. We have some of them. And then the second phase, we have got the old phase, the phase that they are just there. That is where now we have got the party leader Burudinga, James Orengo, Anyang' Nyong'o. Those are people who are old. The only thing that they're remaining with in politics is to retire. They have no future. In the next 10 years, they'll not be hard in politics, not unless otherwise. And then the last phase, the third phase, is not the phase that is really trying its level best to shape ODM party, the likes of Edwin Sifuna, Babu Owino, the likes of, I don't know where Caleb Amisi, we can put Caleb Amisi there, but let's just put him. Though his recent remarks have never been that much quite okay, but let's just put him there. We have got Caleb Amisi, those young, in other words, those young people in ODM. Gladys Wanga is chewing more than she can swallow. That is what I can say. She's doing more than the expected. Because, let me say this and let me tell you this. Impressing someone is not easy. Wanting to be heard or wanting to be known is not an easy thing. And from the way I've been listening to Gladys Wanga, from the way I've been seeing her reasoning or making her steps since the demise of Raila Odinga, I clearly understand that Gladys Wanga somehow she doesn't understand politics or how politics work. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because imagine immediately a very good, a wise politician understands how to do or how to initiate interactions or maybe how to solve problems. But that person who doesn't care or who doesn't understand how things work, you'll see him or her trying to go with the pace, trying to do something to impress others. Now, this happened. Remember when Mutahi Kahiga, the governor of Nyeri County, made remarks concerning Raila Odinga's death, and everybody was very furious, about Mutahi Kahiga. Of course, everybody was furious because he was not supposed to make those remarks that he made concerning Raila Odinga's death. So everybody was like, why did he do this? And then he came out clearly and apologized. Now, this is what happened. Gladys Wanga ran and called a press briefing. And I realized one thing, that in that press briefing, in ODM party as a whole, the only person that was there as a party leader was Gladys Wanga. There was no any other person who was there like Gladys Wanga. And that is the point, that Gladys Wanga again went and said that Rigathi Gachagua is not welcome in Raila Odinga's home, at least to go and condone with the family. And I really asked myself this question, that so Gladys Wanga is trying to prevent or trying to tell people not to go to Raila Odinga's funeral, to mourn with the family, like as who? Is she part of the family? Is she the widow that has been bereaved? Or what is she doing? Is she the family spokesperson? Those are the questions that I used to ask. But I came to realize that one thing that Gladys Wanga is hoping is that she's going to be the deputy running mate of William Ruto in 2027. But let me say this without fear of contradiction, that you see Mama Suluhu Samia Hassan, try to compare her with Gladys Wanga. I want you to tell me what you think. Are they on the same? Are they in the same WhatsApp group, or Samia is worse than Gladys Wanga? I don't know what you think. That's why I've just asked. You can tell me that at the comment section. Do you really think that Gladys Wanga and Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan are the same WhatsApp group, or someone is worse than the other? Whatever you answer at the comment section, I'll take. But my opinion is that Gladys Wanga is a wolf in a sheep's clothing. And politically, she has lost it. She has really lost it politically because, you know, these are the kind of people that really relied on Raila Amolo Odinga's endorsement. Like, they really knew automatically that once Raila Odinga, once they work with Raila Odinga, then they are okay to go. They are good to go. So, the moment Raila Odinga died, you know, I used to ask this thing for those who've been following here for a very long time. I remember when we started here, and a lot of issues were happening, you know, people talking about Raila Odinga, and I used to ask this question, that these guys that are talking about Raila Odinga every now and then, what would happen if Raila Odinga is not in the picture? Have they, do they have their own foundation that they can rely on once Raila Odinga is not there? Because Raila Odinga was not the foundation. Raila Odinga was not everybody's. Raila Odinga was just setting the pace. After giving you setting a pace. Now, you know, what really needed to happen, or what used to happen, is that you are the person to build your foundation. You are the person to know the level, or you are the person to know the ground where you want to build your house. So it is up to you now to decide whether you want to dig this foundation to go deeper or not. So if you decide to make it go deeper, and then now you come up, that is when now you say that, okay, sasa wale wajenzi, you can take over. And that is where now Raila Odinga was just there to show you the way. Like, now you are here, you've reached here. Now let me take you to the people and let us hear what people are saying. It is not like Raila Odinga was the one that built the foundation for them. No, that is a lie. And that is one biggest thing that is really affecting these people. Right now, that is one of the main things that is affecting these people. So Gladys Wanga is messing. And this is what Gladys Wanga said yesterday in Mombasa. And I was really surprised that mkichagua mbunge ambaye haelewani na rais ama gavana, hakuna maendeleo mtapata. Gladys Wanga is the chairperson of ODM party countrywide, right? But recently, since Raila Odinga's death, I realized that she's just there because of the rules and regulations, or maybe to follow the law. But she's not that much vibrant. Ruth Odinga has taken over, which is right, because if suppose they left Gladys Wanga to continue in this direction, then a lot of things could have happened. And today I had Edwin Sifuna. Edwin Sifuna said this: no Gladys Wanga's photo should appear in any ODM party candidate poster. Yeye mwenye ODM party Wanga apunguze, yeye siye mwenye ODM party Mwanga apunguze kimbelembele. You know, I think Sifuna is right. Right now, Gladys Wanga is fighting so hard to be known. And that is the place now that she's making a very big mistake, a very huge mistake for that matter, and is really going to mess her big times. You can't force people to love you, and of course, again, you can't force people to hate you. Whether what people wants to love you, that is up to them. If they want to hate you, that is up to them. So you can't force yourself on people. Kileleshwa MCA, that is Robert Lai, also said this, that Gladys Wanga wacha kimbelembele, wewe sio ODM party leader. Robert Lai slams Gladys Wanga over her photo being on by-election posters. Controversy has erupted after Homa Bay Governor and ODM National Chairperson Gladys Wanga appeared to replace Raila's portrait with her own on campaign posters for Kombe. The move, which many interpreted as symbolic, has reignited talk of succession and perceived internal power struggle. Gladys Wanga is doing too much. Let us just accept. And she's going to meet a lot of challenges in the near future. You know, she's I don't know. I don't want to use bad language, but let me just say that she's doing too much. And she should understand that ODM is bigger than her, and she has got no chance whatsoever to make decisions. That is why atakipata, atafukuzwa. Gladys Wanga will not have peace. Gladys Wanga will know no peace as far as ODM party is concerned. That is what I believe. That is exactly what I know. As far as ODM party is concerned, Gladys Wanga is really going to have hard times in ODM. Bet me, that is exactly what is going to happen. Na hii pesa yenye yako nayo, na hii mbia ambayo yako nayo. You know, I really don't know who told these people that ukiwa na kierere ndio watu wanakupenda. I think that is one thing that is really making these people feel like, you know, we are the people would say. Ukiwa na kierere ndio watu wanakupenda, which is wrong. That is not right. It is not right. There is no single place written that ukiwa na kierere ndio watu wanakupenda, mara nini ndio mnapana. I don't think if things should work that way. I don't think if that is the direction that people should go to. In fact, you can't force people to love somebody that they don't want to love. We've seen what has happened in Tanzania. People really forcing it that they have to rule, causing a lot of mayhem, chaos. People are dying. You know, we something that should not even happen anywhere. But now this one of Kenya is very different. In fact, our politicians are. What I can say is that our politicians should know better. Kenyan politicians should know better that the situation or things that they are doing are not things that are supposed to be done, especially in politics, based on how things have been or based on how things are right now. They should understand better that no, let us refrain from this, because this direction is very dangerous and can lead us into a war zone. So ODM party has got wrangles, but not it is you know, it is not something that itakosa kuwa solved. It is something that can be resolved very easily, because right now we have Oburu Odinga, and I love Oburu Odinga because Oburu Odinga has really woken up, and listening to him even speaking tells you that this man understands himself. I watched Oburu Odinga's interview. I will talk about it probably tomorrow, because there are a lot of things that I really wanted to know, 1, 2, 3 things before I talk about this. I heard Oburu Odinga saying this, that CS John Mbadi, Opiyo Wandayi, Hassan Joho, and Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya are not ODM party members. They resigned when they joined the government. That is a mature person. So he knows very well that these people, in as much as they want to talk, they can't talk on behalf of the party. Loud and clear. These people are not talking on behalf of the party, because they are already in the government. They resigned from ODM party. So anything they say, they should talk about it with William Ruto, not with ODM party. A very sober mind, right? So I would really like you to tell me what you think at the comment section concerning these reactions of Gladys Wanga every now and then. Kukimbia hapa na pale kama watu wanasema kama ndenge. Wakamba wanasema ni kama ndenge. Kutaka kujulikana kila mahali, kutaka kujulikana kila wakati na kila mtu haisaidii. Go with your pace, understand what people want. After understanding what people want, that is when now you'll know how to deal with things and how to deal with people. After all, guys, that is all I have for now. Let me also know what you think in the comment section, but don't forget to drop me a comment. Tell me what you think and where exactly you are watching this video from. Until we meet again in the next video, if it is possible, I have been your host, Forcefully. Bingo.
You have introduced the name of Babu Owino, and I remember during the public viewing of the body here in Nyayo, also during that time at Kasarani, and even in Bondo, Indeed, there is a group that appeared to be vouching for him and celebrating his name. Some may say these were hired people to celebrate Babu. Others may say this is universal acceptance, depending on the different places that they sit. Those who say that Babu hired people to celebrate him at Baba's funeral are saying that Babu Owino disrespected Raila Odinga's final moment. And these are members of parliament within your party. We have not heard the Odinga family say this. You are the leader of this particular family. Do you feel at any point during those last 3 days there was any disrespect by any member of parliament to the process?
No, I don't think so. That would be a risk to any politician. I don't think anybody would go that way, because the wananchi are very emotional. And as a leader, you have to be sensitive about people's feeling. And I don't think there would be any stupid person who would think of disrespecting the family. If there were people who might have shouted Babu, I don't exclude that. That could have happened. But you know, when people get perception that you are being discriminated, that you are being vilified. You know, people always sympathize with the weak. You know, the wananchi always sympathize with the weak, not with the strong hand. And you know, because Babu had created the impression that the party wants to kick him out and give somebody else the ticket, that he will not be candidate. So there you will see people sympathizing with him, and that might not be necessarily some people he has organized to shout his name. So that, you know, the wananchi know a way of drawing attention of leaders. That please don't shun the weak, don't push them, bring them in. And people like Babu, personally, I would like to bring him in, bring him on board, let him feel comfortable that he is part and parcel of the party, and that if there is competition, he will be given a fair chance to compete with others, and the best should win. Yeah.
The perception that was created out there was that ODM as a party was warming up to the governor of Nairobi, now that you're already speaking about Nairobi, Johnson Sakaja. And this is borrowed even from how the party leader, the late Raila Odinga, came in to rescue Sakaja at a time of his impeachment a couple of weeks ago. And this is what perhaps creates that disquiet amongst the youth and those who want to support Babu or want to support other members of the party to be governor of Nairobi. As the acting party leader, what is your approach to the governorship of Nairobi in the run-up to 2027?
I don't know too much about Nairobi politics, because I have not been involved much in it. But from the general principle of the party, the party does not dish out positions before elections come. We have two methods of nomination, which are allowed by our constitution and our regulation rules of nomination. That is the consensus and straight nomination by membership of the party. Now, where there is consensus, consensus means calling all the interested parties, those who are interested in the seat, after the party has done due diligence and has done some opinion polling and has some figures to show who among the few who want to contest is more popular. And then the party would like to persuade those who are standing that at the end of the day, there will only be one winner. And we have opponents who are also eyeing the seat. If we divide our votes, we are going to we are going to fail. So the opinion polls show is more popular. And then so they discuss and then seek consensus. If all of them agree and the party persuades them that let us not use too much resources, and we are from the same party in fighting amongst ourselves, and then we now use other resources to fight other parties. Let those resources be used to fight the bigger battle than to fight within. If they agree, then that's it. But if they don't agree, then they are subjected to nomination. And that is what I believe should apply to Nairobi. And I'm not aware that Sakaja had close to our party and he's a member. As far as I'm concerned, he is not. So I don't know how we can tell our party members not to buy. Personally, I don't believe we should tell our party members not to buy.